Hi again. Let's look at question number 5, which asks us to simplify as far as possible. So in here, this question is different than the previous questions we have been solving, because now we are having more than one fraction and there is multiplication between the fractions taking place. However, the rule for multiplying the fractions is very easy. We have to multiply the numerators with the numerators, and the denominators get multiplied with the denominator. How do we implement this rule? We will practice it in this question. After the multiplication takes place, since the question asks us to simplify as far as possible, we will see if the number that we get and the variables that we get after the multiplication of the two fractions together, if they can be further cancelled or simplified together. After looking into it, if any simplification is possible, that is being performed to get the final answer. Otherwise, after the multiplication, we get our final simplified expression or term. So let's just take a start with the first one, a, where we have x over 2 multiplied by y over 3. In here I have mentioned it. So the very first step of the multiplication taking place between the two fractions is we multiply the numerator. In here, in the first fraction, the numerator has x, and the second fraction has a numerator value of y. So x multiplied by y is equal to xy. In the denominator, we have the first fraction has the number of 2 and the second fraction has a number of 3. So the denominator values will get multiplied with each other. We will get 2 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 6. So this way, x multiplied by y is equal to xy, 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. So xy over 6 will be the simplified form of this expression that we had. Next we have x over 3 multiplied by x over 4. So the numerators, again, in here numerator is x, and in here the numerator value is x as well. In the denominator we have 3 for this fraction and 4 in this fraction. So numerator getting multiplied with the numerator, it is x multiplied by x. As you know, when multiplication takes place between the variables, between the same variables, so their powers are added. So the power in here is 1 and the power in here is 1. So when their powers are added, we get x squared. In the denominator, we have 3 and 4. So 3 multiplied by 4 is equal to 12. This way we will have x squared over 12 as the answer. Xy over 2 multiplied by 5x over 3. So in here xy will get multiplied with 5x and 2 will get multiplied with 3. So in here the coefficient of the variable is 1, so 1 multiplied by 5 is equal to 5. Then we multiply the variables. X multiplied by x is equal to x squared, and y is expressed only once, so it will be the same. It is the same multiplication as we were doing in the previous questions of the exercise. In the denominator we have 2 multiplied by 3, so it will be equal to 6. As a result, we have 5x squared over 6. 2x over 3 multiplied by 5 over y, so 2x gets multiplied with 5, we will get 10x. 3 and y are the two denominators of these two fractions, so 3 will get multiplied by y, we get 3y. So as a final answer we have 10x over 3y. Then we have 2x over 4 multiplied by 3y over 4. So 2x will get multiplied with 3y, so the coefficient of the fractions will get multiplied with each other first, so it will become 6. And when the denominator values, when gets multiplied, we get 4 multiplied by 4 is equal to 8. However, before we perform this step, we can further simplify this fraction. That is, 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 2, and 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4. So this way we get x over 2 multiplied by 3y over 4. Now we do the multiplication. x multiplied by 3y is equal to 3xy. 2 multiplied by 4 is equal to 8. So 3xy over 8 is our final answer. Then we have 5x over 2 multiplied by 5x over 2. So these are the same fractions getting multiplied with each other. So again, the same rule follows. The numerator gets multiplied with numerator and the denominator gets multiplied with the denominator. So 5x multiplied by 5x, 5 multiplied by 5 is equal to 25. X multiplied by x, since the power of each x is 1, their powers will be added when multiplication takes place between two same variables. So in here we will get x squared. So 25x squared in the numerator, and 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4. 4 will be in the denominator. So we get 25x squared over 4. Then we have x over y multiplied by 2y over x. So in here the coefficient of the fraction is 1, so 1 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2. Then we look into the variables. X multiplied by, in here we do not have any x to be multiplied with, so it will be written as it is. Y is expressed 1, so it will be also written as it is. Therefore we will get 2xy in the numerator. In the denominator we have y for this fraction and x in this fraction. So y multiplied by x, it will be yx, or in order to correct the order of it, it will be xy. So in here we can further simplify it. This x gets cancelled with this x, and this y gets cancelled with this y, and we are left with 2 only. So 2 will be the final answer for this expression after the multiplication takes place. Xy over 3 multiplied by x over y. So variables are getting multiplied with one another in the numerator. X multiplied by x is equal to x squared. Y multiplied by 1 is equal to y. So x squared y would be in the numerator. 3 multiplied by y is equal to 3y. That would be in the denominator. So x squared y over 3y. We see if there is any further possibility of simplification. We have y once in numerator and once in the denominator. They cancel each other completely, so we will be left with x squared over 3 as the final answer. 5y multiplied by 2x over 5. So in here we have 5x. Now in here this is a term that is not written in the fraction form. There is nothing in the denominator, so it means there is 1. So 5y is in the numerator and 2x is the numerator of this fraction. 1, it is not written, but when there is nothing in the denominator, it means it is 1. We assume it to be 1. In here the denominator value is 5. So again the same rule implies. Numerator gets multiplied with the numerator. 5y multiplied by 2x, we will get 10xy, and 1 multiplied by 5 is equal to 5. 5 multiplied by 1 is equal to 5. 5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 10. So they will get cancelled. Further simplification taking place in here, and xy only mentioned in the numerator and not in the denominator, so it cannot be further cancelled or simplified. Therefore it will remain the same. Therefore we will have 2xy as our final answer for this expression after the multiplication. In here again we are having 4 multiplied by 2x over 3. So this is not in the fraction form written. There is nothing written in the denominator of it. It means it is 1 here. So numerator will get multiplied with the numerator. So 4 multiplied by 2x is equal to 8x. 1 multiplied by 3 is equal to 3. So 8x over 3. We cannot further simplify it. Therefore this is our final answer. Then we have x over 6 multiplied by 3 over 2x. X multiplied by 3 is equal to 3x. 6 multiplied by 2x is equal to 12x. 3, as a result we get 3x over 12x. 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 3. 3 multiplied by 4 is equal to 12. We look for the common factor, which is 3, so they get further simplified, and x also gets cancelled because it's mentioned once in denominator and once in the numerator, so they completely cancel one another. As a result, we are left with a fraction that is the answer for this expression, which is 1 over 4. And the last one is 5x over 2 multiplied by 4x over 10. So the numerator will get multiplied with 4x, which is in the numerator, so 5 multiplied by 4 is equal to 20. X multiplied by x, when we are multiplying two same variables, so their powers will be added. In here the power is 1 and the power of this x is also 1, so their powers will be added. We will get 20x squared. In the denominator we have 2 for this fraction and 10 for this fraction, so 2 multiplied by 10 is equal to 20. We will get 20x squared over 20, so this 20 will get cancelled with this 20 and we will be left with x squared as the final answer for this expression. The simple rule that we follow when multiplying two fractions is the numerator will get multiplied with the numerator, the denominator will get multiplied with the denominator, and then we look for simplifying the numbers and or simplifying or cancelling the variables. That's all the steps that we need to follow when we are simplifying fractions that are to be multiplied. Thank you everyone. That's all for this question. Happy learning.